Farm and Country. And I want to welcome into the studio, I have got Sam Cox, who is the talent buyer for the Fox Theatre in Hayes, and the owner of the Fox Theatre in Hayes, Dustin Roths. Hi, guys.
What's up?
Hey, I always say Lainey owns the Fox. That's my wife.
You have to keep it happy in your home.
She works way harder than me, so.
Keep it happy in your home. So tell me, what you guys have a big weekend coming up. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Wheatstalk, the festival. How did this idea start?
You better do it.
Here's what happened. Okay, so yeah, I book up at the Fox. I'm a talent buyer, aka like I coordinate with agents and managers and bring acts into the Fox Theatre in Hayes. We had William Clark Green wanting to come in tomorrow night on Thursday. We had also been gunning to get Ricochet. Turns out they wanted the day after. And so we thought, let's just make a music festival out of it, like back-to-back days, you know, and we ended up booking 4 support acts throughout the day. Turns out we, I don't know, probably a month or 2 ago, decided that we wanted to just make it a customer appreciation festival because we been trying to do something like that for a really long time, and with everything going on in Kansas, I feel like, you know, this weekend it's just kind of like, hey, this one's free, like, come on out. And so yeah, William Clark Green's going on Thursday, Ricochet's going on Friday, gates open at 4, music starts at 5. Get there early, we have the capacity.
And it's free.
And it's free. Yeah.
Free.
It's free. The beer's not free, but it is free.
Right. How about the water?
We give away water sometimes.
Yeah.
It's usually if we think you've overdone it a little bit.
How thirsty you are.
Yeah. You're real thirsty to bring
Right?
back a buck for that.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, and it sounds like you guys are going to have some fun stuff outside and just getting ready to amp up the festival that's going to be inside an AC. Not like your regular festivals where you're going to sweat.
No, it is Northwest Kansas' first ever air-conditioned music festival.
Yeah, it's indoor and it's we don't have to worry about the storm forecast, anything. I mean, there's been storms going through.
Yeah.
You can't even hear it when you're in the Fox.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah, right. Well, we did a pop-up concert outside, and I don't know if Chad can handle the stress of that ever again with the storms. We like them inside also.
the outdoor guys, I think they bring rain. Like
Right?
It's like farmers should pay them, you know, just to show up and do outdoor festivals because it's always hits. It could be a month.
It does. So, I love going to the Fox, and I absolutely adore being there and seeing live bands, and live music is my thing. And
You pretty much live there nowadays.
Right. I mean, really, I should have a backdoor key. But, yeah, I think it's a great venue. But tell people who haven't been there what to expect when they come to the Fox. I mean, that's, you just never know what to expect from a venue. What should they expect when they come and see you at the Fox in Hayes?
Yeah, I can dive into that a little bit. I mean, it's full service bars. There's 2 of them, one in the upstairs balcony, one downstairs. The balcony is seating, so you have your own seat up there, except for Wheatstock, where you have to go claim that seat, when you get there.
It's like the Oklahoma land around.
Yeah.
Yeehaw! Who's getting it first?
The building was built it opened in 1950, so it was basically a government subsidized building done by the city of Hayes, gifted to the Fox Corporation, who ran it for basically about 50 years before they then closed it, gifted it back to the city, deeded it back to them, sold it. Anyway, it was renovated then from being just a movie theater into more of a wedding venue type of thing, but it was still a theater, and so a lot of work has been done to it over the last 20 years before we owned it, but I think we just brought it back to like what it wanted to do the whole time. And so you walk in our front doors with full service bars right in front of you, pretty good pricing on drinks, and we always like to claim, like, you guys got to support us so we can keep our drinks like half the price of these big city concerts, because that's what they are, $6 pounders instead of 12. So,
right, and that's the honest truth. You go to these big venues, man, I can't afford to drink that much.
Yeah, you gotta remortgage the house sometimes. Like,
Right?
what's going
Now,
on
now
here,
I will spend, I might spend as much money, but I don't think I am because it's a lot cheaper for me to drink, several of them before it ends up being $16.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't hurt so bad when you've got a mooching friend that wants a beer from
Right?
you or whatever.
Exactly.
But yeah, and so then because it's a theater, we threw some lighting and sound in there, put some cash towards that, and honestly got super lucky with a sound and lighting guy that existed in our community.
Shout out to the best in the business.
We kind of like him. We kind of like him.
Oh yeah, he does all your stuff too, right? Like
yes, he does.
I didn't know Jason clear up to the point of when we started like talking about concerts. He actually just approached me on like a little show that we had and was super humble about like what he could do, because I was like, who is this guy?
Right.
And like the best hire we've done, I always joke like, be happy he's here, be happy he's invested into his business, Studio Sound, in our area, and we're just super blessed to have him. Like, the best in the business. The guy could be on world tours with people. Most of the bands try to hire him, and until they realize he's not leaving, and it's like, I like a lot of the bands that show up with their sound, and then they're like, can Jason just do it? Like, we kind of liked how it sounded better with him, or we had a guy that had a flat tire that was meeting a band, and Jason's like, I guess I'm gonna run sound and light tonight, and the bands just doubt that he can do it.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
he gets a job offer almost every night that somebody's there. Yeah.
He's
like
great.
Yeah. Well, and he's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
And easy to work with. I mean, that makes a huge difference.
Sure. And he just gives 110% all the time. Like even before he was working for the Fox, with Autumn Raglan and Raglan, we were doing shows years ago with Jason at county fairs and stuff, and same attitude that it's been for years. I mean, he's always giving 110%. So
could be wherever he wants to be. Works his butt off, hard on his sleeve type of guy. Isn't afraid to tell you what he thinks about stuff, and you can really run good businesses with guys.
And
like that.
The thing about the Fox too, when you take Jason and you take the sound of the lights and you take the building and how up and close and personal it is, like no matter where you're at, it really is like the best concert experience that you can get, because it's a 750 cap room, but if you're in the balcony, from balcony to the stage, it's really not that far. We don't have big monitors or anything,
You don't really need them, and that's what I love that. Right, that venue is so. It's intimate, is what I call it. I mean, it's an intimate. You don't feel like you're at a huge concert where you don't feel like. And the thing is, like you know people there, like you're gonna run into people there that you know, which makes it that much more fun.
Yeah.
The top is like stacked on the bottom, and so it's hard to understand it if you were just like above it. So your front row balcony seats, you feel like you're just right there with the line raised, like aimed at you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could see anybody, I always tell bands when they show up, if you're good, they're gonna know it. If you're bad, they're gonna know it. Like you can sound as good as you've sounded on your entire tour in here because of the way this building's built and how it handles sound. And we actually get to record a lot of the shows that we bring in because Jason knows how to do it, and because they go, oh my gosh, this sounds good. Like we might just put together a little live and just see how it ends up.
Right.
Make sure one of the the drummer didn't get too drunk in the tour bus, and then we got to throw out the audio. But no, it's good sound.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm Kristina. This is KXXX 790, and I have Dustin Roths, and him and his wife Lainey own the Fox Theatre in Hayes, and I also have Sam Cox, who is the talent buyer and much of other things. We want to get into that. Sam has a whole list. Like basically, like his current jobs is almost like a resume itself.
Something like that. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, you said it on me. So,
Sam does all kinds of stuff.
Sam does everything.
He's been in it a long time though, and you wouldn't know that kind of looking at him. He looks kind of young at it, and so. But I did joke with him when we brought him on as a talent buyer. I was like, I'm gonna get you a hat that you have to wear when you're at the Fox that says, "This actually is my first rodeo." And then I find out he's a rodeo guy. I didn't know he was a rodeo guy.
What? I didn't know that either.
But it is his first rodeo talent buying, and now he's like, of course, he finds this great stuff, and I'm sure other venues are gonna come knocking, and I hope he kills it for them too, and we get good routing, helping venues all over the Midwest.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing about where the Fox is at is, I joke with agents all the time on the phone, for even for the Cadillac 3, you know, we were trying to figure out like, you know, just behind the scenes pricing and the dates and that kind of stuff, and you know, they're coming from up north to like down south, and I'm like, try to drive through Hayes, I dare you. Try to not drive through Hayes. Like, it's perfectly routed. You can't. You know, bands that are going from Denver to Kansas City, it's like, try to not come through Hayes.
They were going Kearney, Wichita, and they were trying to play hardball with us.
Yeah,
like,
right.
You just like this number, and they're like, we just have to take it.
No, that's why we have so many great bands, because like, just Hayes is located in the dead center of the country, and so it's just great, you know, that bands are like, hey, we would love to really come.
Yep. Good highways all around. They can get their tour bus around. And,
right.
And we make it easy on the band. You know, with a guy like Jason, I'm sure that they see a ton of different hard things they have to do when they show up places. And with us, they're like, hey, where's the coffee shop? It seems like you guys have your stuff together, you know.
We try, for sure. Yeah.
Well, and that's all part of having a great staff, which I have noticed has always been great. Every time I've been there, everyone's been wonderful. So kudos to you and Lenny, and your manager.
Don.
Yep.
They all do a great job. Most of them, that's not their full-time job. Dawn's our full-time gal, but most of our people were really good bartenders and wanted another side gig to like start putting some money away for a kid or something to college, and so they're all nice. You know, they all love being there, and if they don't, you know, they just stop working for us because it's not enough money for them to make a real living off of it. They just love a good cash night.
Right. Well, yeah, and it does take, and you know, I've been to a lot of different venues, but it takes that feeling of comfort to go to a venue continuously.
Right.
So, and you can find that at the Fox Theatre Hayes.
Totally.
So, if you haven't been there, this is the weekend that you should go, because there's going to be a free show Thursday and Friday. It's their Wheatstalk Festival. Again, I said free, F-R-E-E,
Wait,
free.
Like free?
Like
Free?
Like
What we're doing?
free.
William Clark Green and Ricochet, free.
And you are doing
and I need
it
to sell
for...
some beers because they aren't cheap.
Yeah, no, so the whole entire thing really is, I mean, like, all jokes aside, like, it is a customer appreciation show. Like, Dustin and Laney have owned the place now for 2 years, and this was something that we wanted to do to really just kind of show everybody, like, hey, the only reason that our doors are open is because every t-shirt, beer, concert ticket that you've ever bought inside there has kept the place open. And you know, you guys put on concerts, you know that it's not cheap.
It's not
you
cheap.
know, and trying to, you know, we're just really trying to give back to the community. This is our way of saying, like, hey, if you live in Colby, if you live in Waukegan, Oakley, Hayes, Dodge, whatever, and you've never been to the Fox, and you don't typically have the budget, quote unquote, for a concert ticket, cool, we got you covered. Come hang out. Come see like 6 hours
Just come
of
and
live music a day.
experience.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's, well, and the bands, just having 6 different bands each day,
Yeah.
which is insane. And so you're going to find somebody you like.
Right.
I mean, even if you
I'm
don't,
excited. There's a
you know.
fiddler, like Brock Wagner's out there. Brock.
Oh,
he's
our
one of my
very own
favorite.
Brock, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's one of my favorite, and I mean, he really is like sleeper pick out of it. And, but yeah, we got a fiddler. We got like it's gonna be some good acts, and they only run 30-45 minute sets, so you're gonna get all their best. Like it's not you go to a 3-hour concert and you're like, we're gonna have to have some fill time. All these guys are gonna try and kill it for people.
And the thing about it too that we can't express enough is like we do have not only a capacity but all the seats for our general admission for the balcony, the best seats in the house. You get there early enough, it's yours.
So you can get the couch.
Yes, and if you want to get there
Oh
early,
yeah, you could, yeah.
You can get the couch area.
If you want to get there early enough, cool. We do have a capacity, and we have to stop letting people in at some point.
We'll just run the counter and then do one in, one out at some point. But yeah, I can't express like the idea of the amount of people that have been supportive of live music in Hayes, where there was just none most of the time, you know. Just besides, you know, our Wild West Fest, our fairs, things like that, all outdoor. The support has been awesome. It's also our invitation to people who haven't tried it. Like, if you want me, I can show you ticket stubs of a person who bought 5 tickets and flew from Pennsylvania for Reed South Hall in our venue. So people come from a long ways away and people drive out of major metros that have plenty of options for them because they like the Fox better.
Yeah.
Very intimate concert.
It is. It is. It's a good feeling.
And it's not us dogging on any of the fill in the blank with whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But it really is just intimate, and
No.
Even the musicians on stage feel like very intimate with the people being up there,
we
kind of in
can't.
their face, And it's
I
great.
just feel like we can't take credit for how that building was built or any of that kind of thing. We just thought we had a good idea.
Type of like a special kind of energy inside the Fox, being whether you're on stage or in the crowd or whatever. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. We have 10 local quote unquote acts that are playing on both nights. Yeah, again, Brock, Cynthia Roush, she's from Kansas, Jaron Bell, he's from Hutch, Whiskey Outlaws from Pittsburgh, Sam Unders from McPherson, Amber Goldman's from Newton, and then we've got some Oklahoma people like Bottom Barrel's coming up, September Moon's from DFW. It's just, a lot of really great artists in the Texas Red Dirt quote unquote scene that
It's kind of crazy when you have somebody coming from Dallas, Fort Worth. It's an open on a free concert.
Yeah.
Like, they wanted to play.
They
with
wanted
these
to be there
guys.
that bad. Yeah.
A lot of them, it's like I want to open for William Clark Green.
Right. Yeah. William Clark Green is going to be there Thursday night.
Thursday. Yep.
And doors open at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
Music starts at 5 o'clock.
Yep.
And then on Friday night, same thing, right?
Yeah,
Right.
same
We'll
thing.
be DJing outside. There's gonna be food trucks there, things like that. So you can actually eat your meal there, and start getting drinks and get your spot staked down in there. And it'll be hopefully a couple wild nights. I really hope some people who haven't tried it give it a shot.
I'm almost kind of scared that we're in over our heads.
I
just a
told
little bit.
security it's gonna be a fluid situation,
Yeah.
and our security's so great because they're I would say a couple of them are a little younger, but it's almost like they're like a father figure type of security, not a like we're gonna beat you up security.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like I have my eyes on you, and then
Right.
then the person just I gotta go. I'm gonna go get a beer because I'm definitely doing something I
Right.
shouldn't be doing
Right.
right now.
Whoops. Well, I am super excited for this. I'm super excited for you guys to be able to offer this. Let's just talk real quick. I want to run down what else you have coming up at the Fox.
Nice.
Let's talk about what else you got coming up, because you've always got something going on.
Totally, yeah. So right now we're trying to typically do 2 to 4 shows a month. Again, and that's because of the local support. I mean, it's crazy. But later this month we've got Cadillac 3 and 49 Winchester, which 49 Winchester isn't sold out, which is blowing my mind.
It blows my mind too. I can't wait to see that.
Hayes, Kansas.
Yeah.
We got Priscilla Block coming, Ned Ledoux, Buck Cherry, Trey Lewis, Chris Cagle, Taylor Swift tribute, Adam Doliak, Saliva,
Oh yeah.
Drowning Pool,
Saliva Drowning Pool.
Wade
and
Bowen,
Adelita Sway on
Adelita's
one
Way.
night.
Yeah, and then we have a few more shows in November, December that are going to be just heavy hitters. And so go follow the Fox on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We announce all of it soon.
The first time you buy a ticket for the Fox, you'll get notifications when new shows are announced too. Just let those emails come through to you, and you can see them. And it's how we promo a little bit and stuff. But the first time you go, you'll get all the announcements and ticket on sales and stuff like that. And some of them go pretty quick. If we bring in one of these acts, it's just kind of gone quick. Others takes right up to the bitter end and we'll sell them out. But I think if people give it a shot, I don't think they'll care who's playing most of the time.
Yeah, totally.
Right. Well, thank you guys for stopping by and seeing me. And again, one more time, it's free. They don't have to go and buy anything for the Wheatstalk on Thursday and Friday this week. All they have to do is show up.
Get there early enough.
Get there early, show up,
because
so you can get in.
Literally, we could hit capacity at 5:01, or we could hit capacity right before.
And right. You
Yeah,
don't know. You don't know,
we
so
have
come
no
down.
idea.
If we do,
Yeah.
I'll be bartending really hard for a
Yeah.
while because I don't think we're ready for that. But it doesn't matter. I'll stand behind the bar and serve some drinks. So.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, Dustin Roths and him and his wife, Lady, own the Fox Theatre in Hayes downtown. And Sam Cox, my friend Sam, He is their talent buyer and a guitar player and a podcast person and whatever else he does, rodeo, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you really screwed up if Sam's not smiling.
Right.
Like something really is going wrong in his life because this is a smiler. Just the best mentality about things that you can find.
I owe him money for saying this.
well, I guess I have to agree.
I haven't seen him not smiling.
Right. All right, let's get it back to the music. Remember, Ricochet is going to be at Wheatstalk this weekend, Friday night. It is free. How about a Ricochet right now? It's Dad